see. Why is my camera? Oh, that's right. I didn't turn it back on. I heard Chris. EJ, are you still at the computer?
I'm right here, but now
Okay.
I'm loading pictures onto Facebook because they have.
Right, but you're here though. You can hear.
I'm here. I'm here.
All right. It looks like Jamie's hit the button. So, okay. We will open with our traditional cutscene that took me a long time to think of. We see Lady Live's office. There is a sepia filter going on, indicating that this has happened a long time ago. And the door to the office opens, and we see a blonde woman wearing armor and blonde hair. Yeah, I already mentioned blonde. And she enters the office, and she says, "You wanted to see me?" And Lady Ladd says, "I hear you're planning something stupid." And the woman, who is obviously Sheena, William's mother, says, "I have to go. If you're not going to send the armies with me, then I'm going to do this alone. I will not have any more children growing up without their fathers." Lady Life calmly puts her pen down and looks up, and she says, "And so you would instead have your son raised without his mother?" She says, "You know that's not what I mean. We have to put a stop to this. It can't go on." And she says, "I cannot have Hurek involved in any of this. If you're not going to listen to my advice and stay here, then I have something for you." And she gets up and she leaves, and she comes back with something, I don't know, 4 feet long, wrapped in leather. You can see the visible hilt of a sword on the sticking out of one side. She says, "Take this with you for whatever it's worth. We'll probably never see each other again." And Sheena says, "You don't have any faith in me." Lady Lad says, "No, I just know what you're walking into." End of cutscene. Now we pick up at the stairs, at the top of the stairs, to the dungeon beneath the throne room in Durham. Not 30 feet to your south, the old lady just sits on the throne, mindlessly staring off into the darkness. As I see someone's bat is lurking there watching. Get out of there. What order are you going down in?
Me first.
Or party order of march if you're going 2 by 3, counting the lizard. Who's the front 2? Because I want to get this right.
The back.
Okay.
It's just me in the front, number 1.
Right in the front. Yep. Oh, just by yourself with everyone behind you?
Yep.
I'll cast light on Osprey's shield, I think.
Okay, let me make sure he has...
At least if you want it. I'm guessing we're not trying to stealth anymore.
Well, you're going into a pitch black dungeon, so... if you want Osbright to be able to see it all, you kind of have to have a light. It's 15 by 15 on light spell.
All fey creatures and undead.
No.
Oh.
No, I like having at least one character who doesn't have dark vision. Oh, it's 20/20 on light. Okay, let me fix that. Bright light, 20 feet. Low light, 20 feet. There we go. All right, so after Osbright would be who? You could have 2. All right, nobody then. It's just Osbright's going down the dungeon all by himself.
I'll go.
There's a space.
I'll go after Osbright.
I mean, you're a fighter.
I don't know if I want to be in the back. I think I want to be in the middle, you know.
Fighty type. Yep. We'll put the lizard and we'll put these 2 Osric way in the back. William right in front of him. That looks good to me. All right. I keep forgetting this is not a published adventure, so I don't have to have something open up that I have to read any box text or whatever. I gotta make up the box text. All right. So Osbright is emitting light, or his shield is, as you spiral down a staircase 20 feet, 30 feet. It's getting creepy and damp and dark. And when it finally spills out onto a landing, and right off the bat, you can tell it's like a dungeon. There's, the tiled floor, the stone walls, the hanging chains everywhere. And right off the bat, you see a creature that looks kind of like a skeleton, but the skin is still hanging on it. This is not a zombie. Like, all the musculature is gone. It's just the skin hanging off a skeletal zombie. And at first you think it's a tortured victim thing until it turns and spots the light. And you immediately see this hideous thing. It lifts up off the floor, hovering just a few inches, its feet just kind of dangling.
Like
the tattered flesh.
Ghost.
It is a flayed wraith. And I'm just going to do that because it's not waiting.
All right. Be that way. Be that way.
Oh, but I want to be friends.
You could try.
Apparently, I am waiting.
What would you roll?
Wait a minute. William,
11.
you are not the
Oh.
necromancer.
These 20s.
Can't be friends.
Holy crap. We're missing quite a few initiatives. Well, I guess we're just missing each ice. Each roll initiative. Stop rolling. Uploading pictures.
Going twice or
No, that's done. Just Jared's also talking. Hang on, I got it.
You are not on the tracker yet.
I had to find where we all were so I could click me first.
Oh. You are here. What is that? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to adjust it. Okay. At the start of the round, from around the corner comes another one. Let's see, how far did I move to? It's going to move to here. And I'm going to give you the benefit of going next. Osric. As it comes at you, you see that there's like just massive claws, like the fingers have grown way too long. But it's almost incorporeal, but it's not.
Oops.
It's very gross.
Small tiny eldritch cannon within 5 feet of you.
And don't let the pattern on the floor mess with your head. This is actually the right scale. I didn't not size it correctly. The squares match to the walls of the dungeon. It just happened to be the tiling. Makes it look like it's supposed to be a much bigger map.
All right, who's going after me? William and Osbright. I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to put up an eldritch cannon here.
Ooh. Do we have a token for that?
I don't think we do. I don't think I've used it yet.
We'll call this an eldritch cannon.
Sure.
For now.
All right, what does it even do? I don't even...
I believe you can fire it as a bonus action.
It's got 5 times my artificial, so 50 hit points. Immune to poison damage, psychic damage, if it's forced to make an ability check, blah, blah, blah. You determine its appearance and whether it has legs.
Right,
You also
because
decide which type it is. Choosing from the options.
Wow, I just opened up your character sheet. Paragraph is humongous.
Yeah. Well, I can have it be a flamethrower, a force ballista.
Or basically a protector, like a shield, kind of. Or a temporary hit point generator.
Oh, protector, yeah. I choose flamethrower.
Okay, so it can shoot a 15-foot cone. Dex save or take 2d8 fire damage on a failed save.
What do I do to activate as a bonus action?
I believe so. Let's see. Once you create the cannon, you can't do. Oh, yeah, one at a time. You can dismiss it early as an action. On each of your turns, you can take a bonus action to cause the cannon to activate if you are within 60 feet of it.
All right. I am now going to
And you can
step
also
back.
move it. Okay.
And then, let me see. This guy looks like he's within 15.
Yeah, he is.
Well then, we're going to fire.
All right. What's your spell save DC?
Second.
I think he fails anyway.
17.
All right. Roll 2d8 damage. Osric steps forward, drops a little metal thing on the ground, and all of a sudden, a gout of flame shoots out of it.
Max damage and min damage. All right.
Nice. All right. I got to look at the special stuff. Okay. William.
Okay. Let's see. Can I actually see? I guess I have line of sight on it from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I will cast Sacred Flame on it. So make another Dex save.
Okay. That's the DC. Probably pretty high. 16. Oh, 16 damage. Okay. All right. No, that was the wrong button. All right, let me try this again. Minus 16. Not setting his hit points at 16. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, as William says, I wonder what happened to them.
All right. Osbright.
All right, I am gonna move up.
Okay.
And
Ooh, that's a hit.
18 is a hit for 4
That
points
is.
slashing.
Yep. I don't know why you did advantage, but 18 definitely hits. For 4 slashing. Oh, and another 9. Okay. These are going down faster than I thought they would. I got to remember that with level 10 characters. Is that it?
I am not ready to use any other action, so yes, that is it.
Okay. This one is going to move up to you. And as it close to you, it lets out a piercing howl. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this end result frightened? Because if it's not, it doesn't work.
It is damaged. It is not frightened. Wisdom save, yep. Okay, you succeed. Do you take half if you make it? Yes. You take half. So you take 5 points of damage, and then it makes 2 claw attacks at you. Slash, slash. All right. The first claw hits AC 21, and the second hits AC 24. So it hits you twice. You don't have any kind of immunities or anything, right?
No.
Or resistances? Okay. So you take 11 from the first one and 13 from the second one.
So there's my temporary gone.
And Venro.
Oh,
yeah.
13 minus the heart. Yep.
13, yep. It's basically 10 slashing and 3 necrotic. It's a little bit of necrotic, a little bit of slashing.
I will use my bonus action to tell my lizard to move here
Okay.
and attack this dude in between
Okay.
him and Osprey.
Yep. Flanky bonus applies because we are playing 2014.
Trying to remember how to. Where's the lizard's character?
If you hold the Alt key and double click the token, it should bring it up.
Advantage.
It's a hit. 12 slashing. It seems to be somewhat resistant to your beast's damage. Unless your beast strikes as a magical weapon.
No.
I didn't think so. And your action?
We'll move here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna move right up here and hit him
Okay.
with the rapier.
And your rapier is not magical, so it doesn't
Nope.
take the full damage. That is also a hit. They're not hard to hit. I mean, they're not high challenge ratings, but...
Okay.
Yeah, you done? All right. So that's Nevaeh's turn, then.
I'm actually not sure.
When in doubt, cantrip.
True. And it
Instead of
should
looking
reach from
over
here.
your... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're close. You have some good cantrips, too.
Like that one?
Which one? Oh, I clicked off the thing. Yes, which one are you attacking?
The dog.
The one that's
Whoa,
further away.
wrinkles. The one that's further away? Okay. And you get how many blasts at this level?
Oh, wait, I'm level 10, so I think I get...
3. No, 2.
No,
3 at
two.
11. Yep, so you can roll again. Wow.
Ugh.
Yeah, but look at the roll. Jeez. All right.
Blast +9.
At the end of the round, you hear a skittering and a rattling down the hall,
Giant
as though the
spider?
noise has stirred something. All right, so this wraith here is going to do its howl at you again. I need another wisdom save from Osbright. Wow, all right. So you take...
Get good, noob.
Right. So you still take 6. And then it does its 2 claws. Oh, and in 1 claw is a crit. Ouch. Alright, so the first claw does 28 damage total. The second claw misses. So I guess it...
God damn.
Yeah. And it's Osric's turn.
Osric
Well,
is
you-
going to use.
You
What?
can move the flamethrower as part of your bonus action. Up to 15
Yeah, but
feet.
I can't see a way that I can position it where I can fire it and not hit
Okay.
my own
That's
party. So
Yep.
I'll move him down here just so he's out of the way, but that's it.
Okay.
Um,
Might be in the wall, so I'm going to put it like that so it's not like in the
Oh.
lighting.
is either of these guys hit yet? Damaged?
Yeah, they're both hit.
Okay. I'll hit the one over here with chill touch.
Okay.
Well, attempt to anyway.
Is that a touch attack or a range attack?
It's called chill touch, but it's actually a ranged spell attack.
Okay, that's why I was
It's a cantrip.
wondering.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
They named it that
Ghostly
way.
hand that touches the.
Okay, you reach out with your chill touch, and it seems to be somewhat resistant to cold damage.
It's necrotic.
Oh, it's necrotic? Oh. It's
It's
lying.
really misnamed spell, honestly.
Then it's completely immune.
Oh, well then.
It takes nothing.
Well, it says on a hit, it also can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. And if it's undead, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me till the end of my next turn. But it just doesn't take damage, I guess.
Has advantage on attack rolls. Oh. All right. Yeah. If you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're not in danger of it attacking you anytime.
No, I know, but
all right.
That's gonna be it for me.
All right. At the end of your turn, at the beginning of the next turn, rather. Let's see. How far can this guy move? 3 feet.
Oh no, the skeleton spiders.
From out of this little doorway here, a skeleton comes marching forward, has a short bow, and is going to shoot at Osbright because he's right in the front. Ooh, AC 19? That's a good roll for a skeleton.
That equals. So that's a hit.
Okay. Yeah, so 3 piercing. It is your turn, Osbright.
All right, I'm going to hit the one that I hit before.
Okay. That is a hit.
That's a hit.
No, it's a hit.
All
Yeah,
right,
they're easy to hit.
I am going to Divine Smite this time
Okay.
for an additional 14. So 19
This is
altogether.
the one right in front of you, right? That one there?
Yep.
Okay, so another 14. It is looking bad. Like, it's mostly just exposed bone now at this point. You've hacked off most of the flayed skin.
I'll hit it one more time.
All right, that'll kill it. There's almost an explosion of, like, necrotic waves of eerie green-blue light as it just kind of disintegrates.
And that is my action.
All right, that makes it William's turn.
Okay, William is in the Osbright's HP. How low are you, Osbright?
I'm about halfway. I would say I'm bloodied, actually.
Oh wow.
Here, how about
Okay,
that?
so I
You see
will
it now?
use my healing
Yep, I
light.
can.
So, oh come on, how
Did you say
many?
Healing Smite?
Healing light, I believe. Healing it's the mace of healing.
You to life.
Healing light.
The power of Christ compels you.
Smack.
The power of the blessed daughter compels you. Get better, Osbright. You heal
Pretty
for
good roll.
25.
Nice.
Yay.
And
Yeah, that's a really
that's
good roll.
my bonus action. My main action, I will light a fire under this guy there.
Isn't that going to hurt all your allies?
No, it's just a 1 square bonfire, so make
Oh.
a dex save.
Okay.
And,
Miss.
okay, so
I'm going to move it for a second so I can click on the character's health. 9 damage.
actually 14. I forgot my +5 from my
Okay.
special subclass thing.
And that doesn't do damage to anybody adjacent to it?
No.
Okay. Any in the space
That's
when you
my
cast
turn.
it. Creature must also make a save when it moves into this, or on a turn it ends there. Okay. All right. Another skeleton marches out of the doorway to here.
Fucking
I'm also shoot Osbright because he's in front.
skeletons.
Oh, EC 21 for 4 piercing.
What the fuck, man?
You get a little pin cushion. Well, I wanted to like top off the challenge rating a little bit. You know, round it out.
Alright, so how much damage?
4. And then another one comes out here, and this one's going to shoot at the lizard because he's closest to the lizard.
I'm a lizard.
That's a miss. And then the Wraith that is standing a bonfire is going to shriek at Vanril. Vanril, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Vanror gets a plus
Oh, right.
+3 to his saving throw.
From?
His
From my
paladin aura.
You're 10 feet from me.
Okay.
Or, I mean, you're 5 feet from me, but
It's still a fail. All right. You take 10 psychic damage, and then it tries to claw you twice. // Ooh. For a total of 33 points of damage. 17 and 15. 32?
It's 31.
oh, he's gone.
31? I
Oh,
killed him.
Totally a
Yeah, 32 total.
32. Okay.
Wait, what? Who did somebody just take 32 points of damage?
Vanril did, yeah.
No. I'm going to use a
No?
reaction.
I'll put Vanril back on there somehow.
Uh,
All right, what does it do?
I'm going to use Rebuke the Violent.
Ooh.
You can use your channel divinity to rebuke those who use violence. Immediately after an attack within 30 feet of you deals damage. With an attack against a creature other than you, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom save. On a failed save, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt.
Ooh, okay. What's the wisdom save
On a
bonus?
successful save, it takes half.
Alright, it definitely fails.
It is 15.
So, alright, yeah, he definitely fails. He's going to take 17 damage because that was the first attack.
That was 32?
Well, that was two separate attacks.
Right, I got
The
rid of
first one-
the first 10, and then
You
it
still
was...
take the damage.
Yeah, you
But
still take
it's
the
just
damage.
He takes the
Hit-
same amount of damage.
Right, but that I didn't remove that. The claw attacks, was it?
Yeah, you take both. You take both claw
Right.
attacks.
That totaled at 32 though, right?
Right. And then the necrotic was another 10, so it's 42 total from this round.
Yes, I am down to 30.
Okie dokie. And then it's going to move off the bonfire, which is going to let everybody, let
shoot.
Van get a
Still
free
got
attack.
temporary hit points?
Yeah, it comes off there first. So just take the 15 away and put 15 on your character sheet. But you can get one melee attack on it as it tries to get away from you if you would like to.
Not the lizard.
No, because
Oh,
it's
no.
not leaving.
You're right. Never mind. I see that.
I don't know why you keep disappearing off the map there, Fanrel.
Did you know Vanril has invisibility?
Yeah. Well, make sure you clear those temporaries.
The hell's going on? Hold on.
No.
No.
How the hell did you do that?
You got to put nothing in the temporary hit points box.
0.
If you put a 0, then that I think it shows the 0. But if you put a space or whatever, it'll say null.
I'm not sure what's going on. Somehow I got an equal sign in my hit point box, and I can't replace it.
Oh, interesting.
Just wait till he starts rickrolling.
Yeah, I see a 45 in your hit
Well,
point.
we're in the old roll 20, so I don't think that's going to work.
I can't change any of my... Maybe I'm... Let me disconnect and get back in.
It's weird. Well, you're at 45, so it looks right on this end.
Right.
Did you want to, before you re-roll or reconnect, you want to make a melee attack against the...
The sheet said it was
Wraith?
45, but the token had a plus sign. Or, I mean, equals.
Yeah, weird.
And I thought you said the Wraith was dead.
No, not this one.
Oh,
Jamie hit it and it moved out of the bonfire.
ah.
So you can get an attack on it.
That would be my
regular weapon attack.
right. Is that the bonus action? Is that
Nope, that's a reaction. Okay. And that makes it Nevaeh's turn. A lot of targets now.
Fireball.
Yeah, but I don't know if I. I don't know if I want to split it though. I think I might still do. The Wraith
You can roll one attack and see what the result is before you choose a second target.
True. The Wraith has more hit points than the skeletons do, right? Usually.
It's hard to tell. When it's fully healed, when it's fully healthy, yes, but it's currently been hit quite a few times.
Right, but we can take the skeletons down pretty easy, so I think I might hit that first.
Okay, pick one.
The only Wraith there.
Okay, I thought you said hit the skeletons first. Okay. So go ahead and roll. That's a hit. Only does 2 damage, so it's still standing.
Alright, well, the second one's going to get it too, then.
That'll finish it.
Yay.
Bam! Yeah. Pesky damage dealer's gone. It's like turn. Bonus actions. Any more move?
I'm not sure I have a bonus action unless I have another something that is only a bonus action type of spell.
Or your Bardic Inspiration is bonus actions too.
Oh, well, that's true.
Not that you have to use them. Just saying.
No, but I could inspire the 2 that are in front of me.
You can only inspire one at a time.
Okay, then. So, Osbright will get it.
Okay. Bing. Mark one off.
What am I getting?
Inspiration.
Oh. Can I use that for attack?
I
mean, what kind of bard
think so. She's Eloquence Bard, so you can use it for attack and saving throws, but not damage.
Okay.
All right. Last but not least, not to be left out.
Oh.
Final skeleton will take a shot at Vanril because he's right in the middle, right through the bonfire. The arrow picks up a little bit of flame on its way through. Hits armor class 20 for 4 piercing damage. Assuming Vanril still has control of his character sheet.
Hope it doesn't add fire damage.
And it's Aldrich. No, but I thought about it for a second.
So moving this cannon was a bonus action, right?
It's
moving
part of the bonus action with firing it. You can do both.
Right. All right. So I'm going to move it 5, 10, 15. And we're going to fire in the direction of the skeletons. So from what I can tell, it just won't hit the one in the very back.
15
Should
foot
hit the other 3.
Nice.
15
Jamie, my inspiration is a D8, by the way.
Okay.
Let's say it'd be these 3 you can hit. Can you see my arrow?
Oh, I thought it would have been... Hold on. I thought it would have been like him, and him, because that's 15 feet.
Oh, is it that wide of a cone?
That's a cone. That's what...
I guess it might be.
We might have to break out the spell.
I think a cone would go this way and this way, right?
Oh!
Ah!
Wow.
I was blind for a second.
Ah! Oh, yeah, there's the cone. 15-foot cone. As wide as it is long. Yeah, that's how that works.
Where
Can you rotate it?
Be in the... Oh, there's 2 now.
I only see 1.
Well, it looks like
Let me see if you hit it from the point.
Well, now
I'd say you can hit all 3. Yeah, oh yeah, now there is. Okay, let me get rid of it. No, there's more than multiple. How come I can't get rid of it?
Why are you adding more?
Stop doing that.
I'm not.
It's doing it.
It just won't delete. I'll just pull it off the map.
They're so frustrating.
Every time I hit delete, a new one would appear. I'm like, that's not how this works.
Like the insert key.
Yeah, am I hitting I'm hitting backspace. What the hell?
Oh no, why is my screen flashing?
It shouldn't be.
Something went wrong?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of weird shit happening tonight.
Oh no. Alright, so go ahead and roll the damage for the cannon.
Alright. 2d8. DC 17 for half. Fire.
17. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 10 damage total.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy somehow resisted, and the other two did not.
Yay, refreshed and they all disappeared.
But, all the circles, yeah.
Alright, so now I think I'm going to do a magic missile.
Okay.
Which of these guys did you say took full damage, or can I tell?
The two at the bottom definitely just stood there and took it.
Alright, I'll do 2 missiles at the front guy and 1 on the bottom.
Okay.
Hold on. No. Have to. Those are the front guy on front, and then the one on the bottom. 4.
Dead.
Nice. That's my turn.
All right, that's a pretty good turn.
Pretty good.
I was right.
I was bright. It's going to move up 15 feet and hit this guy in front of him.
Mac. Oh yeah, that's a hit. It's not dead yet.
He's not dead yet.
I'll hit him again.
Ooh, that's a miss.
Alright. That's a miss.
You do.
All right. Then it's William.
You do have Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Bardic Inspiration. I forgot about that. Sorry. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, and that kills him.
Okay, I will let my fire go.
You know, we've been using a 2024 rule the entire time we've been playing D&D. You're only supposed to be able to use... In 2014, you have to declare you're using the Bardic Inspiration when you roll the D20.
Not after.
Not after. Yeah, we've been
huh?
just doing it the other way. I know. But 2024, they revised it. We've been doing it that way forever.
Okay.
I know.
That just shows that we were right to do it that way all along.
Right, we were ahead of the
10 years
curve.
to catch up.
Yep.
My bonus action,
Clearly
I heal
superior gamers.
Van roll for 14.
Okay.
And then...
General is cured for 14.
Where am I?
Gonna burn through all your healing before the real fights happen. Right.
That is one problem. But it's not my only healing. Then I will firebolt the remaining guy, or try.
You will try, you will fail.
Alas. And that's my turn.
Randall, did you hear you got 14 hit points healed?
No. Chris was been really quiet both last night and tonight.
You can crank him up manually.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. It's Nevaeh's turn.
All right. One more time.
One more skeleton. Oh, that's a 7. And all right, that kills him. You have successfully dealt with the skeletal menace.
Or have we?
So those flayed wraiths, they don't kill you. They just knock you to 0 hit points. So that they can keep torturing you.
Osric, there's a bird in your face.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It happens all the time.
It happens, yep. He's it's actually my mask.
Well, it appears we are in a dungeon.
It does.
Well, I might as well use my last healing die. Add another 1, Vanro.
Wow.
All Are there like sconces on the wall?
Yeah, I would say there are.
Oh, you mean scones?
Scones. No, not
scones.
not dry biscuits. No dry biscuits.
Oh, healer. Okay.
Oh, weird.
There
Is
we
there
go.
a wall down here?
Yeah, I didn't want this massive complex, so I just put a wall there so that that's where it secretly ends. There's not actually a doorway there.
Okay.
I just put a gray line and try to match the color.
Does someone have
So,
the produce flame cantrip?
I don't.
No one. Not even William. Really?
Well,
Creating
I have
bonfires all over the fucking place. He doesn't even have produce flame.
How do you make a bonfire without producing flame?
You can only produce big flame.
Oh, all right, never mind then.
Okay.
I was gonna say light the torches like in the as we.
I mean, I could cast a fireball. That'll light them.
You don't have any like flint and steel or anything like that?
Okay, I'll use my healer's kit to heal some people. So Vanra will add another 19. And Osbright add another 16.
16?
Yeah.
You create up to 4 torch-sized lights. Oh.
Alright, well I want to poke my head in all these
Okay.
Holes.
We have
for poking your head.
two ways of progressing.
Isn't that how we got xenomorphs?
What? Sticking your heads in things?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
For science.
Right.
I'm not seeing any facehuggers.
No.
That's the whole point. You don't see them. So it's too late.
William, are you picking up anything about the direction of this target that we are supposed to be going after?
Am I?
No.
Okay.
No.
I want to use the divine sense then.
Okay. What does that let you pick up? Undead, right?
It lets the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor. Your powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces until the end of the next turn. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover.
Okay. As of right now, you are not picking up anything on either spectrum.
Okay.
You would have picked up some undead a few minutes ago, but that seems to have been taken care of.
But now they're dead.
But now they are re-dead.
Well, I could send my bat to scout.
So, Jeremy.
Yes.
Just make the lights follow Osbright and anyone else who doesn't have dark vision.
That's just me.
Okay.
He's got light on him right now, too, though.
Oh, he does? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like the whole the torches in the sconce thing. I was just like, so we could follow a trail back out.
Well, it's not that complicated of a map.
Okay.
I'm walking into this room thing.
Yeah, let's
go for it. It's a little alcove where there used to be skeletons in the little corners there. Ahead of you, you can see what looks like an array of prison cell doors.
I'm gonna move forward then. Is this the legendary place where the Dark Stranger escaped from?
Possibly.
Hey, are you coming, Nevaeh?
There's a Vanroll on top of me.
Sure am.
Can't move.
And Lizard?
It's the only bones.
Here, Lizzie.
Can I investigate the bones?
Sure. I won't make you roll. They are old bones.
That's what I thought.
These set of bones are really big.
They're sitting upright, I think.
Yes.
Oh.
The size of the skull compared to the size of the skull of the one.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's closer to the camera.
Right.
It's forced perspective.
That see people.
You do. You see two people huddled in their corners, and they look poorly nourished and maybe semi-conscious. You see a woman who is getting older with blonde hair, and you see a bald man with a bright red beard.
William, is this the woman you're looking for?
Maybe? Hey, excuse me, ma'am, are you Sheena?
She stirs and looks up. She kind of squints in the darkness. She says, "Go away, demon. I won't have your mind games this evening."
Well, I'm not a demon, I'm just a tiefling, but, I'm looking for Sheena.
Really, we're stooping to cruel mental games now, Malvok? I thought you were better than this, at least. The cell doors are both closed.
We know who Malvok is, right?
You do, or you've heard the name.
Malvok is not present, woman.
Make a persuasion roll. With disadvantage. She's really has no reason to believe there's anybody down here after a decade of imprisonment.
Yeah,
that's
take
still
that.
pretty good. Take that, right? She will approach the door, and you notice she kind of needs the wall for support. Like, she's very weak, kind of atrophied, probably barely fed.
I'll cast Healing Word, and I can. Well, no, it says I can pick one, right?
Yeah. Well, she peers through the bars, and there's kind of a focusing problem as the light. Like, she hasn't seen light in so long, so she's kind of squinting, and she says, "If you are not Malvok, who are you?"
Is she friendly? Or
at the moment, I would say
maybe I should be asking that. All right. I'm just saying, my aura works on friendly targets. So,
right.
If she approached within 10 feet of me, the aura would affect her.
Right.
If she was friendly.
I mean, she'll go up to the bars, and she's just kind of peering, and she sees the red skin, and there's kind of a flicker of recognition, and she says, "No. Has it been this long? What is your name?"
Well, I'm William. I'm here looking for my mom, Sheena.
Yeah, she kind of stumbles backwards and lands on her ass when you say that, and she's just like this shocked, like, she says, "No, that you can't be here. Why would you be here?" No, I must be asleep. This can't be happening.
I move up next to William, and I think I am going to cast a mass cure wounds, because there's two of my party members that are also in need of healing. So it should get him, and it should get Sheena, and it should get my two people.
How much does it heal? Or is there a limited number of targets you can hit with it?
Up to 6, and it's a 30-foot radius centered on somewhere.
Just a point.
A point,
Okay.
yeah.
So roll the amount, and basically anybody who's healed can take the healing. How much does it heal? 14. 14 is pretty good.
I mean, it'll heal Vanro and probably Osright. Yep. So we'll see.
Okay. Yep. You see some of the bruises and marks on her heal up a little bit, but looks like she's been in here a long time, and it's not just physical damage. There's also, in game terms, many levels of exhaustion. Both of these people have been kept as weakened as possible.
What's the guy to the south doing? Like, I noticed
The guy
he
to
got
the
up
south
and
has moved forward. Yeah, he is kind of crawling and just kind of peering through the darkness to see what's going on. He hasn't said anything yet.
And there is a cell door, right?
Yes, there are cell doors. They're both locked.
I can produce thieves' tools. Maybe.
But you do remember that one of the people you were sent to look for was a bald, red-bearded former, well, not former, but paladin guy you met once before, a long time ago.
Right. That's
right. We should remember his name, though, so...
She says, William, if you're here, why are you here? It's too dangerous for you here. You need to go.
I mean, maybe, but I'm taking you with me. I'm here for you. The spirit, the ghost girl told me you were here.
I don't know about any ghost girls.
Well, I don't know who she is, but she have something to do with the beloved daughter.
William, buddy, I love you, but there's more time to explain after we get them out.
Yeah, of course. We need to get you out of here.
Yeah, get me out too, says the guy in the back cell. Are you here for me?
No, let's hand it to her.
You seem like great people.
What's your name?
You seem like great people.
I'm Hux from Roldez.
And what is your profession?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a paladin. I represent the the risen martyr. Are you familiar? Once referred to as the Dark Stranger. They say he spent a year in this cell right over there.
Oh God, was it a year?
I don't know.
I thought it was a day, but
I don't remember. Stories change over centuries, right?
True. Word of mouth.
of course we're here for you as well.
Jasadocus.
Okay, get to lockpicking. Let's go.
Well, have you seen the vampire yet?
No.
He's cruel.
The old woman, Queen, was going to summon him, but we stopped her from doing so.
He's a cruel monster. He derives pleasure from torturing those of faith.
Of course he does.
He seems to have a personal beef with the risen martyr in particular.
Hence, let's go!
Right. These tools.
He should have beef
Yes.
with Regic, but alright.
Well, both. He definitely has beef with Regic, but Regic's kind of out of his grasp right now. He doesn't have a paladin order that goes around proclaiming his name.
So I'm gonna.
Tools.
Yeah, I'm going to use the right tool for the job ability.
Oh. What does that do?
It creates tools in my hand, thieves' tools. Well, it says artisan's tools, but I don't know if thieves' tools count.
I thought you already actually owned a pair of thieves' tools, didn't you?
So did I, but they're not in my inventory, so I don't know.
What is
Unless, because I
happening
have
to
my
Bedroll?
proficient.
He's antsy. He's getting agitated.
Gotta get out of this dungeon.
Do you think that would work?
What? Yeah, just click on the Thieves' Tools skill. I'm going to assume you have some, or if not, you create them.
Strength,
And you can,
no. Dex.
It'd be Dex. It would definitely be Dex.
We're going to bash it open.
Well, which one are you starting with?
What?
Which one are you starting with?
We'll start the top one.
She lunges out in no, I'm just kidding. She stumbles to her feet and comes through the door, although William's kind of in the way. And as she passes the threshold, there's just this trepidation, like she hasn't stepped past that doorway in over a decade. She's very weak on her feet. Like I said, there's 4 levels of exhaustion on both of these characters. So,
well, William will step forward and kind of steady her and hug her.
Okay, she will kind of. I forgive me for disbelieving, but it's all so much to take.
I know.
We should get out of here as quick as we can. He's not wrong. Right. She points at Hux. Malvok is a demon in mortal form or undead form.
13 for the other lock.
Yeah, it's good enough.
What were the skeletons armed
They're
with?
old and rusty. Short bows and short swords.
All right. Well, I collect a short sword, and give it to the guy.
Okay, he will heft it. He will swing it around a little bit, and then he kind of loses his balance and stumbles a tiny bit. But he holds it like an expert. Yeah.
I start talking for about 10 minutes.
I thought you were in a hurry.
What, didn't you already use that?
As we go.
Haven't you used
I'm not using it on me, and everybody else's is gone.
Well, you used it when you started this adventure. You guys haven't had a short rest yet.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I know it was like a month ago or whatever, how long ago we played, but that's why everyone still had the 15 hit points. So you can't do it again until you take a short rest. And I'm going to have to say
what
that...
What you're saying is we should take a short rest.
I'm not saying that at all.
No.
I think that would be a good idea in here.
I could talk for 10 minutes no matter how long for whatever, if I wanted to. It's just that it won't give you shit unless we take a short rest.
Right. For the sake of balance, if she was at full power for the stat block that I found, she kind of wouldn't need the rest of you here. Actually, no, she's only challenged 9, but that's for a party of level 9 characters. That's, I don't know what level equivalency would be. So realistically, she doesn't have any of her spells or anything like that, because it would make the rest of the game go way too easy if she had access to any of that stuff.
I'm waiting for the 2 of them to go out first. I'm waiting for the 2 of them to go first.
Oh. I thought Chris said something and I missed it. But they will kind of stumble down the hall. They basically, because of their exhaustion rate, their movement rate is 15.
William will help Cena along.
Yep. What I think I will... Well,
what you must have gone through here, but we'll talk later.
Yeah, let's get out first. We can catch
out?
up at another time. It's up to you guys.
I guess we're heading straight out.
I don't see any reason why not.
There's not much more to this map. You find if you go poke around, there's like a room with a drain in it, so it's probably where the tortures happened. There's really not a lot.
It's like a room with death in it if you keep going.
I mean, if we can find a room with a teleportation circle.
Wait, room with death in it? I'm there.
Right. See there. Now you can see the whole map. Not much.
Oh yeah.
You would have had trouble getting lost in here.
I wonder where the drain leads.
To your doom.
Leads to a whirlpool.
Yes, it's a drain to doom.
Yeah, go ahead. Jump right in.
Yeah,
I'm not following anybody this time.
So everybody should be up here. Back up the stairs. Escorting your 2 weakened characters. Oh yeah, I have to move you through the curtains, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, which side do you want to go through?
The side that
Not that it matters. Okay, let me just put everybody on the other side of the curtain. Oops, I moved the bird and not...
There's a bird? Oh, there's a bird.
Lenore.
Bird.
And as you come out, you hear a soft chuckle. You're right, my dear. We do have guests. Both Hux and Sheena kind of shrink and cower almost reflexively at the voice. And Sheena says, "Oh no." He says, "Oh, my dear, I can't allow you to leave. Not yet." And there's a swirl of like a mist and a couple flapping wings, and a fellow appears. We'll put him right here in the center of lights. And he's got a dignified, almost John Hamm looking face.
Like a cross.
John Hamm, but grayer.
John Hamm and Jeremy Irons.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Yep. John Irons.
He says,
Love me some hammy irons.
I smell some. I smell some more devout followers of. Is that the risen martyr's armor? And he points at Osbright. Oh, joyous playthings.
If you think so, then test us. We are not playthings.
He is going to start casting a spell. I didn't anybody roll initiative. You don't know what. You just see that he starts mumbling the words of a curse.
Alright, well, I know what my reaction is going to be.
Can you counterspell?
I can counter charm.
I can. I think. Wait, can I counterspell? There's another guy.
Yes!
Apparently your bird's going.
Nope, I can't counterspell. Fuck.
Oh yeah, the raven's going.
What?
You rolled initiative for your raven?
That doesn't make sense. How would I roll initiative for my raven?
I don't know. Did you select the raven token instead of Osbright's token?
The raven goes.
Osric's token?
Oh, I must have. I think it's still rolled properly because.
Yeah, I think so. It still says
plus
Osric
8.16.
Citing Edgar Allan Poe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, I guess that's everybody. For some reason, I was. Oh, yeah, I got to roll for these two. Not that they have much they can really do. All right, so Nevaeh, you see this guy who you suspect to be a vampire starting to cast a spell.
All right. Ooh, I can cast it at a higher level too. Wait a minute.
But what can you cast at a higher level?
Everything. What is that? Psychic Lance. Intelligence save on a failed save. It takes a shit ton of damage. Okay.
And if he fails, he's going to get 8d6 psychic damage because I cast it at level 5.
Well, it only added 1 extra point of damage.
Well.
It already rolled it. It rolled 30 plus 1.
Okay.
Alright, let me see. Intelligence save. He fails, so he's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed anyway. That's 1.
Oh!
You didn't get purple wormed.
Yeah, I know. I remembered this time. Alright, but on a save, he still takes half, right?
Yes.
It's psychic damage. Let me see if he's resistant to psychic damage. He is. I'm not going to tell you. So he's going to take half. And is that your turn?
Well, I have no more 5th level slots. Let's see.
Only be bonus actions. Because that's a regular action.
No, see, I think heal or healing word is a bonus action, but like, I don't think I have any more spells.
True. Alright. Then we will go to Raven. I mean, Osric. That's so Raven.
So I'm going to use a spell slot to create another Eldritch Cannon.
Okay. Just do the same thing again. I don't know where you want to put it.
That's what she said.
Oh, you already placed it. Oh no,
Kill
I'm
the
getting.
old lady.
It's going to be. Wait a minute. How's this one work? Oh, there it is. Positive energy. 10 feet of it. Okay, so it's every creature within 10 feet. So he's going to go here. And he's going to do. It's going to be the protective one. The protector.
Where'd you put it? I don't see it on the map.
Right here. I'm pinging, but it's not pinging. It's down and to the right of Nevaeh.
So, like that.
I didn't see anything happen.
Yeah. I have a little fire there now, but it seems to be a little laggy for some reason.
Seems to be really laggy. Wow.
Wow, now it's animated
All right,
for
so.
some reason.
Yeah, I activated it. It's not animating for me for some reason because it's laggy,
Whoops.
which is annoying. What happened?
So to activate it, I have to use a bonus action, right?
Yes. And placing it was an action, so you can use it.
Oh yeah, I can use it. Then I will use it. Everyone within 10 feet gets 8. Hold on.
Oh, you're doing the protecting one? The
13 temporary hit points.
Everyone within how close?
10 feet.
10 feet. And how often does it...
when you cast it, or if they move out of it, do they lose it?
Doesn't say they do.
Right. How long how often can you give them bonus hit points? Is it like constantly pulsing it out?
I guess as long as I use a bonus action.
Oh, you use a bonus
activate
action.
it.
Okay, and it's temporary hit points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much?
13.
13. Okay. So I'll put that on both of the NPCs.
So that includes me. I can't move anything.
You can't add it in addition to the 15. So if you have the 15 from before, you only have that.
Oh, okay.
It
I guess
doesn't
I don't need
stack.
to do it then. And so that's action, bonus action. I guess that's my turn.
How much for the temp?
13.
13.
All right, so that's Osbright.
Ooh, my Raven has 14 hit points now. That's pretty cool. I'm reloading because I don't.
It won't stack with the 15 I've already given myself, right?
Correct.
No.
$11 is a miss. And 14 is also a miss. Natural armor on vampire is crazy. Okay. Start of his turn, he regenerates a little bit.
Is he casting a spell?
Yes, he's going to finish casting his
nope.
spell.
Nope.
Unless you stop him.
Reaction,
yes.
Counterspell.
Okay. Counterspell, you have to roll it if it's higher than 3rd level spell, right?
Correct.
Okay, so let me look and see what the formula or however that works.
DC 10 plus the spell's level.
3rd level or lower, fails automatically. 4th level higher, abilities, DC 10 plus the spell's level. Okay, so make a...
D20.
Yeah, make an ability check with the spellcasting ability modifier.
With the... So, a charisma check?
Yes.
Ooh, damn!
All right, that is a countered spell. He is displeased with your destruction of his blight spell.
I mean, you diss my guy. I gotta stop you.
That's right. And that's an action, so he can't do all these other fancy pants things. At least
His
not.
divide command won't work on him.
I mean, you could always try.
Dude, it literally says the spell does not work if the target is undead.
Right, but you could always try. It just won't work. All right, Vanril.
Might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna go in for melee.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast magic weapon.
Okay. Ooh, good idea.
On my main hand rapier.
Okay.
And 1, 2. So that's a 12 and a 20. No, a 13
the 23.
And a 24.
The 24 hits.
Okay.
So 11 would be 12 damage because it's a +1 weapon, right?
Right.
Okay. He's going to use one of his legendary actions to unarmed strike you.
Kill me?
Whap! AC 11 is a miss, I think.
Ooh, nice.
It's a bad roll.
All
right.
AC 16.
Yeah. All right, William.
Okay, now can I do this without hurting anyone else?
No, you can't.
Oh, okay.
You're not allowed to.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not
if
allowed.
you're asking that, then probably gonna hurt someone.
Yeah, yeah, right.
30-foot radius.
Oh no, not this again.
Oh no.
Radius or diameter?
Okay, yeah, so 30-foot radius would be like half the room, so...
Yeah.
And now it's... Okay, so that one deleted. Do I dare try to delete the original one?
We probably won't be going back there again, so...
Yeah, do. What are you gonna do? What are you casting?
Okay, so yeah, I don't think I will do Sakening Radiance.
Wow. Okay, don't do that.
I will.
Sounded like made up words.
It did. It sounded like Looney Tunes. Sacred
No
Radiance.
Radiance.
Sounds like you replaced the first letter for each word with
Didn't
something
mean to
else.
do that.
Or like you
Just
swapped them.
Gonna try a Sacred Flame. So, where is that? So, a Dex save against 17.
All right. Sacred Flame?
Yeah.
That's radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
All right. He fails the save. He's gonna choose to not waste one of his legendaries. 8. How much? 13 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a badass.
Let me see.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so that does that. All right, this guy is.
I mean, this could be your Strahd fight that never happened.
Well, I'm trying to play it the way the character sheet, what the abilities give me, and what the kind of things he can do are. But I always find that these legendary ones that are supposed to be really tough, once you get right down to it, they seem to be very quickly defeatable. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Especially if you make them use their legendary defenses right off.
Well, if I use them all up, yeah. That's why I'm thinking, well, it's just 13. He's got a lot, so he can take it for now. Yeah, that guy doesn't know what to do yet. He's still in shock, as is she, but I do want to roll percentile for her.
There's no saving throw in Divine Smite.
Ooh, yeah. Alright, Nevaeh.
I'm not leaving the two of them just in case he has minions, but I am going to cast this at him.
Mm-hmm. What is this? Ooh.
Worst fear. Wonder what his
Wow.
worst fear is.
Is that a saving throw?
Who knows?
Yeah, lighter or something.
Wisdom
Holy
save
relics.
becomes frightened. Ooh. Okay, he's going to use his thing for that. That's a lot. That's 2 down. But he still
Thought that
takes
was
half,
3.
right? No, he's only used 1 so far.
Well, now he's used
Failed
2.
save. Right now he's used 2. At the end of the turn,
Didn't he use one on me and it failed? And then he used a different one before that.
No, there's difference between legendary resistances and legendary actions.
Oh, okay.
Legendary resistances is three times per day they can just choose to succeed on a saving throw. Legendary actions, they get 3 reloaded on each of their turns.
You're right. So he's got one more legendary resistance, is what you're telling us.
Right. And it looks like on a successful save, nothing happens. So he blows that one off. I think. Yeah, it looks like he gets that one away, but that does eat up one of his legendaries, so that's good. He's going to react to your thing by using his free move that he can do as his second legendary action, and he's going to move away from these guys without provoking an attack of opportunity. Over to you.
I spit in his face.
And it is Osric's turn. He just kind of like does that thing you see in vampire movies where he just moves real fast and he appears in front of Nevaeh.
Grab my neck, lifting me up off my feet. Don't care.
Not yet. Maybe next turn.
Alright, I'm going to use Bestow Curse on him. He needs to make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Using up all the wisdom saves. Oh, I'm rolling terrible on my wisdom saves. What was the spell?
Bestow Curse.
Bestow Curse. And what does that one do?
Well, I have some options, and the one I'm going with is
Curse him
While
with
cursed,
vitality?
yeah. While cursed, he has to make a wisdom save at the start of each of his turns. If he fails, he wastes his action that turn doing nothing.
Oh, fudge that! That's the last legendary resistance. I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with that.
Damn, that's gonna be so cool. That's gonna be my second purple worm moment right there.
Yeah, it would. No, bad. In fact, just for that, he's going to use his last legendary action to smack Nevaeh in the face.
Ow!
Whap!
That's not
AC
very nice.
21.
Nevaeh's not the one that did this. You should smack Oswald. I mean,
I know, but he's closer. He's going to grab you, and instead of dealing damage, he's going to grapple you. So he has Nevaeh in like a grab. So there's your grab by the neck thing you wanted. All right, I was right.
You asked
Sexy.
for it.
All right. I'm gonna move back 25 feet. Whoop.
Okay.
Is Nevaeh threatening?
No, because he's got her in a grapple.
All right, fair enough.
That's still a hit.
All right, now I'm going. Is he undead? Well,
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna divine smite, but I'm gonna upcast it. So I get an additional D8.
Okay.
So he's gonna take that 10 from my longsword.
Right. And then there's
Oh, that sucks. Oh, I mean,
and another
I
12.
guess that doesn't suck. 12. Yeah, another 12.
Okay. Ah! He shouts as you hit him in the back.
And that's my first attack.
Wow.
Or did I miss? Did I miss? No, that's my first attack.
No, AC 20. That was a hit. 17 is also a hit.
For 7 points.
7 points. Is that your turn?
I can only divine smite once per round, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, that's my round.
Alright. It is his turn. He was Divine Smite radiant damage? Well, actually, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Alright. So he does not regenerate at the start of his turn because he took radiant damage. He is going to bite Nevaeh because she is currently grappled. AC 17.
Yep.
You take 22 points of damage.
Oh, well, 15 of that is temporary.
And he heals for some of that. I need to see. Yeah?
I'm going to use my reaction.
Okay.
To use Rebuke the Violent again. And that will be my last use of it. He needs to make a Wisdom save versus 15.
I'm rolling terrible on Wisdom saves tonight. Okay, so can you link that again? The vampire regains hit points. Oh, Ejai, your hit point maximum is down by 12 as well.
Okay, so how many did I get when he bit me?
You took 22.
Okay.
But your max HP is down by 12. So if you get any healing, you can't go above whatever your hit points was minus 12.
If he fails his save, he basically just chewed through the healing that he just tried to do.
Right. Yeah. I just want to... I'm wondering if he even gets any healing from it. I thought he does, but... Yeah, the vampire gains hit points equal to that amount. The necrotic damage, so the 12. So he might actually end up taking more than he healed. Deals damage against an attack. Use your reaction to force your attack. Takes radiant damage equal to the damage you just dealt. Okay, so he heals 12 and then takes 22.
I don't think he's gonna like that.
No, I don't think he does at all.
Can I talk, or is he squeezing my neck too tight?
I would say he's squeezing you, but after the bite and then the fact that he doesn't heal from the bite, he kind of flings you to the floor and he spins around and uses his other attack to attack Osbright with an unarmed strike. Armor class 13 is definitely miss. And that is his turn. Vinril.
What are these fire things?
That's the cannon. That's Osric's cannon.
So that's a space we can't occupy.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's size small.
Just the one that's to the left, to the right of him, though. I think the other one is a ghost. On my screen, there's 2 flames.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I reloaded and one of them disappeared.
So I'm going to move to this spot.
Okay.
Bonus action. Where is it? Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Oh, I think that the damage, not the. Anyway. And yeah, main hand rapier.
Wow.
Hand rapier.
And you made it a magic rapier, so it does actual damage.
And then what is hardest mark? An extra d6.
It rolled a 2 when you clicked it before.
Yeah, I didn't mean it, but we'll take that.
But it just rolled the d6. That's what that was.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. As one of his legendary actions, he's going to move 30 feet away.
Not provoking.
Right. Yeah, the legendary action move does not provoke attacks.
Is there something in this spell radius, or is that just on the map?
That yellow circle?
No, over here. I'm seeing a spell radius map.
Oh.
With the cone and the square.
Oh, I don't even see that anymore. You might need to refresh.
Well, yeah, that one disappeared for the rest of us.
Yeah. It's nothing.
All right, so William, he is very close to you.
Yeah, William, as he's kind of backing away, is saying, "Yeah, get away from my sister, you mosquito!"
It's okay, William. Biting me hurt him.
And I guess I will Sacred Flame him again, because anything else would probably hurt other people.
AoE or something that you wanted to use that he's out of range that won't hurt other people right now?
I am rolling just shit on saving throws tonight.
Kill the queen.
Damn it.
Kill her.
Damn.
Kill her now.
He's almost dead anyway.
All right, well, that was your that was your radiant damage. It hit.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
I'm going to say he's still not really brave enough to charge up at the moment. I want to roll a percentile for her again. Okay. He is going to use his legendary to move over to... Actually, no, he's going to move even further away. And now it's Nevaeh's turn.
Coward.
He still has one more.
Is he 120 feet away?
No. He's only 60 feet away.
Good.
I did debate on changing his spell list.
I'm doing it again.
He really needs Fireball.
I'm lancing him again.
Ah! Roll 20. What do you have against this guy making a saving throw? What is the problem? I don't understand. I'm sick of these single-digit saving throws this entire fight. All right. 24 psychic damage.
Right? Just look at him and say his name and boom!
All right. Osric.
Okay. I am going to move to here. I'm going to use Tasha's Caustic Brew. A stream of acid 30 feet long and 5 feet wide in the direction I choose. He has to make a dex save, DC 17.
Probably roll a 3 or something. Oh, 9. Okay, yeah, sure. Why not?
All right.
How
He's
much
covered in acid for the spell's duration. He can use an action to try and wash it off or scrape it off.
Right.
Takes 2d4 damage at the start of each of his turns. Oh, and I was upcast. I meant to say that I was going to upcast that to level 4. So it's going to be hold on, 2d4, 44, 8d4 each turn.
Holy crud!
It goes up 2d4 every level you upcast it.
God damn it!
The good news for him is I'm almost out of level 4 spells.
Oh well.
Me too.
All right. I'm going to use my bonus action to make my little cannon guy.
What if I told you he's not the end boss?
I wouldn't believe you.
We'll see. Okay. Does he take it on his turn or on your turn?
At the beginning of his turn.
Okay.
Everyone can gain 13 hit points. That's within 10 feet of my cannon.
If you haven't already.
Temporary.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, he's going to use his last move. And Osbright.
I'm just going to move 30 feet up to stand next to Osric.
Okay. All right. Start of his turn. Roll the damage. Why is he not resistant to acid? Come on.
You can't be resistant to everything. I mean,
I know, right?
There's 6 and 2.
I mean,
Where is he?
He does
40.
regenerate, right?
Well, not if he takes radiant damage in a turn.
Oh, he hasn't taken radiant damage yet.
He's been taking nothing but radiant damage.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, your Divine Smite, or your Retribution.
Yep.
Whatever it is thing. It's like, all right, well, guess what? Thanks, Brian. Thanks a lot. Now,
where'd he go?
What happened?
He sizzles into mist. As he's desperately starting to scrape it off, it does 10 more hit points than he had left. He started with 148 hit points.
Wow.
And supposed to regenerate 20 on a turn, but he only got to regenerate once because you've been dishing out radiant damage since the start of this fight.
We know how to fight a vampire.
So he turns into a cloud of mist and begins to float off through this door, this doorway over here, wherever it went.
No way, we need to follow that.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
All right. To keep pace with the mist, you're going to leave behind.
I'll stay with them.
The 2 weakened people. Are you sure? All right, you stay with them.
I will have them go towards him, yes, but I will stay on pace with them.
I think both of them are just going to have a seat on the stage, on the throne here. She's kind of catatonic. She's not even doing anything. Queen there, she's kind of out of it. Does everyone else pursue the mist?
Yes.
Best we can.
Yep. And
Okay.
I still
The mist
have
only
a
moves
mark on him, so I get advantage on the wisdom perception for survival checks trying to find him.
The mist only moves at 20 feet per turn.
Do I still have light on my shield?
You will in a second. As I introduce you,
William.
Our tokens
as I
changed.
Oh yeah, you're right. As you hold on a second. Bright light, low light. I'll readjust your tokens in a second. I had these set up from before. I actually had updated some of the art. Some of you I had dragged on before. Oh, you're already here. What am I doing? Oh, no. Now it's not updating. Let's try this again. This is the other map Chris made for me. Funny how you thought I was joking when I said that that he wasn't the end boss. Who's not here? Vanro?
Vanro and his pet.
And the lizard, right.
And my raven, but that's okay. My raven doesn't need to be here for this.
I moved myself, and now there's two of me.
Oh, no. I only see one of you.
It's probably on my end.
Probably. All right.
No, but I do see two Osrics.
Me too. I tried to delete it, but it didn't work. I think I have to refresh.
I think it's overlapping with the extra Osric is why it's still there.
Yep. Probably.
Well,
yeah,
William would be tempted to stay with the two as well.
Well, that would make sense. That would surprise me at all.
If you do, then do. You can keep your token on here to watch the map, but you can't participate in what's coming.
Well, here's the thing. I can cast Leoman's tiny hut around the two of them, and they should be safe, but that takes a whole minute.
Right. So you're probably effectively going to be out of this last sequence. Or you can arrive later, but a minute is 10 rounds, so these guys are racing to chase the mist. It leads up a set of stairs and down a hallway and into a doorway, and you get to the doorway, and it is locked. But you bash it open or whatever on your hurry to catch up. And you bust into a room that just reeks of evil. Like, it stinks to Osbright. Directly across from you, this thing right here is a massive mural making Meldok look like some kind of hero standing in front of a castle and just this, like, heroic figure.
Is it painted in blood?
Some of it might be. Might be mixed in with 60 victims from New York City.
That's gross.
Wow.
Somebody been watching Daredevil?
He can plan their travel.
Yeah. Have you been watching the new Daredevil?
Yes.
I haven't watched it yet.
He's no longer living, but alright.
It's his muse. Alright. And you see two pairs of doors and a fancy red carpet. And there's a smell of coppery...
I mean, the carpet kind of looks like a river of blood.
Yeah, it smells like blood in here.
Is it squishy?
So it smells like copper? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes, it's a very coppery smell.
I'm going to go north.
Okay.
Go to this set of double doors.
Okay.
I'm going to throw them open.
Alright. You immediately see a glowing, bubbling cauldron of blood. Yes. And a two-headed dog rears up and starts snarling at you. You see the coffin? You see the mist settling into the coffin and reforming into the vampire? And you see two-thirds of Cerberus on either side of the coffin. They move together as in defensive positions and start growling. And then you hear a voice say, Now, boys.
Roll initiative.
Not yet.
Alright, well, I'm going to charge in.
Okay. You step in and you see
the lich.
this looking fellow, kind of lich-like, standing next to a pedestal that seems to be seeping greenish mist. There is an open leather-bound book and a quill pen and a little inkwell that looks like it might be full of blood that this fellow had been penning. And you see that the source of the roots all around the city seem to be emanating out from the altar that this book is sitting on. And he turns and he says, To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Your demise.
Oh, all right then.
do we put?
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh no! All right, and we don't have William or Nevaeh here, so yeah.
Clarify me a rule here.
Yes, you're not here.
You earn a reaction after your turn in the first round, right? You don't.
I would say, yeah. I would say you have a reaction right at the start of the thing. Right. This isn't like complicated like 4th edition.
All right.
All right. So immediately, when you say that, he says, very well, and he drops his hand, and the dogs.
Wait a minute. Why am I suddenly alone? Where the fuck are you guys?
They're there. You don't see Vanderl and Osric?
Yeah, but one of them was like parallel to me. Now they're behind me. All right.
Oh. If you guys want to move your tokens in so you can see the cool animated map that Chris made for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. Death Dog number 2 is going to move on Osbright because he's in the front. And make 2 bite attacks. 1 and 2. Let's see. Armor class 22 on the first one.
Yeah.
5 piercing damage and a con save. Although, are you immune to disease as a paladin?
Yes.
Then you don't have to worry about the con save. The second attack hits armor class 16, which is a miss, I believe. And it is Vanrill's turn.
I am going to go straight up to the Lich dude.
Okay.
Ooh. We might not want to do that.
Fuck it.
14 and 16. They are both hits, actually.
Yeah, the offhand missed.
Yeah, the offhand missed. So, 16 damage. How long does magic weapon last?
Up to an hour.
Okay. That's concentration, right? I should remember that when he starts hitting you. Alright, so he's down that many. And it is Osric's turn.
Oh, man. I don't really want to do that.
Time to pull out your big flashy spells.
I've been using my big flashy spells all along.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to do Tasha's Caustic Brew on him.
Ooh, okay.
Attempt to. Wisdom save, DC 17.
Wisdom save.
I'm going to upcast it to level 3 this time.
And that's acid damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He failed the roll. Of course he did.
64 acid at the start of each of his turns. As long as I maintain concentration.
All right. Well, Death Dog, you're sitting right next to it. He's going to rush up and bite you twice. 1 and 2. That's 2 misses. Unless your armor class is 8.
No, not quite that low.
Yeah, I rolled real bad. All right. The Deathlock. Let's see. He's got so many things.
Yeah, but he has a melee.
He's got acid on him too. So roll the acid damage first.
Oh yeah. Wait, what did I say? 64? No.
66 was it?
64. Yeah.
64. Okay. Roll it. 12. Okay. Takes 12. Now he's going to cast Arms of Hadar.
Oh.
And Chris, you need to make a strength save. No one else is within 10 feet.
Not my strong point.
That's the idea. All right. What is his spell save? That actually is a good save. You are successful, but you still take half damage. So you take 4. That's nothing. And you do not lose your reactions. All right. Well, that's good for you, I guess. Not so good for me. And it is Osbright's turn.
I'm just gonna hit this thing in front of me.
Okay.
Miss.
That's a miss. Yep. That is not a miss.
5 points damage.
5 points. Okay. You done?
Done.
Death Dog returns the favor. Bite. Ugh, wow. Alright, forget it. Single digits are my forte tonight. Vanril, you are up.
All right.
There are tendrils of dark energy erupting from this spooky man standing in front of you.
Right. So I'm gonna use that.
Ooh.
That's concentration up to 1.
So you're gonna lose your magic
remove
weapon.
My magic weapon, yeah.
Yep.
So.
Oh yeah, you have to make a con save anyway because of the 4 damage you took. But the DC is 10. So make a concentration saving throw or a constitution saving throw. But you just got to beat a 10. But you are Pits, so. Ooh.
Oh.
All right, you don't lose the spell.
Well, wouldn't that have happened before I cast the spell?
Well, I'm just saying, I didn't know if you were still doing the Echardelons or if you changed your mind because you'd lose the magic weapon.
Right. Yeah,
but
no,
you didn't.
I'm using Echardelons.
Okay,
So
all right, so you lose it anyway. Got it.
Here, and then over here, and then
does
back
it
down
not?
Here.
Oh, and it doesn't provoke attacks. Why would you do that?
Because any creature within 5 feet, it basically leaves.
Oh, it leaves fire damage.
1d6 fire damage.
Move within 5 feet. Oh. So you basically walked past them to do a d6 to everybody.
Right.
Okay. So roll a d6. All right.
And that was a bonus action, so I'm also going to hit the dude.
And there's no save. We just take the fire damage.
From provoking, does it?
Yes,
yeah,
it does.
says moving doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Yeah.
And it lasts up to a minute.
Nice.
With concentration.
Right. Is that your turn? Oh, I did. I see them now. They are not magic anymore, so he only takes half damage from the attacks. So let's. Okay. It is now Vanril's turn. I mean, Osric's turn.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Bumping my AC up to a. Was it 15?
Plus 4?
No, it's 13 plus your dex. So 16.
Oh, it sets it. You're right. Sets it to a new number, right?
Yep. So my AC is a 16 now, and I don't have any bonus actions, I don't think. And I don't want to move because then I'll get smacked. So, yeah, that's that.
Okay. Well, now the dog in front of you is going to try to bite through that mage armor. Chomp,
now, if I want to use shield, do I have to do it before?
It's a reaction.
Right, so would I do it now?
You would do it when I tell you if it hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The first one does not hit you. The second one, what's your armor class right now? 16?
16.
It would definitely hit you.
All right, I'm going to use shield.
All right, shield sets you to what? 21?
Yes.
It still hits you.
Fuck.
It rolled exactly a 21. So you take 8 piercing damage and a con save. You do have the bonus because you're within range of Osric.
What's the bonus?
Plus 3? Okay.
So 15.
Plus 3. Okay, so you succeed. All right, roll the 64 again on this guy. Okay. And now he is going to...
I'm really starting to like that spell.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Okay. He's going to cast invisibility and disappear. Book. So I'm just going to move him to a different layer. And then you can presume that he moved, but you don't know to where.
I'm going to hit the dog in front of me again.
Okay. 17 is a hit. And 12 is also a hit, actually. Pretty good. That's your turn.
Sidestep.
Okay.
Be next to Osric. And that's my turn.
Okay. That dog is going to continue to try to bite you. One with each head. Ooh, the second one hits. Critical for 24 armor class, so it does 9 damage. But you don't have to make the con save.
Oh, so for 1 point of damage.
What? Why only 1?
I have 8 points of temporary.
Oh! Got it. Vanril.
Alright. First, I'm going to move here. Here.
Okay.
Okay. Is the coffin made of wood?
Yeah.
I will step over the coffin and move down here. Keep in mind I have like 45 movements, so it's probably enough.
Right.
And hold on. So
Fairy fire. Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlet. Okay, so mark a square, 20-foot cube. That's what? Right. 4 by 4, right?
Let me roll the damage for that.
Right, but that drops your other spell, doesn't it?
Right, but I cast it after I moved.
Alright, so draw a 20-foot square.
Where's the draw to where?
Make sure you do rectangle, and it's basically a corner-to-corner drag.
Right. Does it say where you place it? Hold on.
Well, he's just trying to outline the invisible guy, yeah. There's a dex save involved. That's good to know.
Hold on. Where's the square?
I didn't see you draw one.
No. I mean, where do you play? Does it give you a range on where you place it?
You place it.
I know, but I'm not. Hold on.
And you pick a 20-foot cube, and then everything in that square is outlined. Right. Range is 60 feet.
Where? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is the 60 feet? I don't. Oh.
It's 60 feet from you. You can place. Yeah.
Right. Well, it disappeared over here, so. There.
Don't see it. Oh, there we go. Okay, you cast that fairy fire, and you don't see anything.
Darn.
All right.
Does the coffin take 5 damage? Does the vampire
sure the coffin? No, he won't, because that's not how you kill a dead vampire at this point. He's already at 0 hit points, so doing fire damage to it isn't going to do any more. But it is Osric's turn.
All right. I'm going to make another cannon.
Okay.
This square. This time it's going to be the force cannon.
Cannon.
I'll use my bonus action to make an attack. So range spell attack. What?
The dog?
Yeah, the one right in front of it.
Ranged attacks in melee range are disadvantage.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
So I'm just going to cast a regular range spell for the attack. Oh, it'd be... So 13.
It still hits.
All right, 2d8 damage, and he's pushed 5 feet back.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
so
roll 2d8 damage.
7.
7 damage, and he's now outlined in fairy lights.
Fairy fire. And now I am moving this away.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, that death dog is going to run up to Osbright because he's right there. Arrgh! They don't care. The first one is a miss, but the second one hits armor class 24 for 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
And the Deathlock takes this turn to wipe some acid off. All right, Osbright. Oh, you can roll the damage for it, because while he's scraping it off, he does take the damage.
Right.
Because it's at the start of his turn.
We can't see the acid?
17.
No, I'm not going to let you see the acid. I'm not going to let you have that. It's going to make it a little hard.
He's wearing the acid, so it's invisible.
Right, so it's invisible.
Invisible acid. What about the things it melts?
Alright, so it is Osbright's turn.
I'm going to hit the devil dog that I've been hitting.
Okay. Devil dog. It's close.
Deviled egg?
Devil dogs, they're like chocolate with filling in the middle. Alright, that's a hit.
He's still alive?
Yep. And now he's not. No!
And as a bonus action, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Osric for another 2 points of AC.
Nice. So it puts me at 18.
And that is not a concentration. Never mind. It is a concentration spell. Yep. Concentration.
That's what I like about paladins is that so many of their spells are concentration.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Vanril.
I am gonna move up. And,
You still have the fiery ring on you?
Huh?
You still have the
No,
fiery ring on you? Okay, that was when
That
you
was
cast the fairy fire, you killed that. Okay.
Right.
Okay, attack the dog. That is 2 hits. That is 3 hits. Oh, you're offhand, yeah. I think that kills it. 18, yeah. From 22 to dead. Slice, slice, slice! Alright. That is your turn.
That is my turn.
Osric.
Ignore that.
Okay.
This dude's still invisible, huh?
No, you don't see him. It's a good guess that he's invisible.
I'm gonna guess he's further down this way where William and Nevaeh's tokens are hanging out.
Yeah, he's just chilling with them.
I don't think there's much I can do against an invisible target, so I guess I'm going to say that once he shows up again, I'll magic missile him.
Okay. Ooh, I didn't realize that. That's cool. Okay, he would know that. I wouldn't know that. Alright, it's his turn. He is going to cast
Fireball.
Darkness that he can see in and you can't.
Oh.
Magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere. Alright, let me see. 15-foot radius
How
sphere.
does darkness interact with fairy fire?
So a 15-foot radius sphere would be that big. So he's going to cast it on right here. Thunk. So now you can't see anything in that square. As far as you know, he's visible now, but you can't see him because he's in that sphere. Osbright.
I'm gonna use Divine Sense.
Ooh. Okay.
So that is an action. So that's my action.
It's an action. Okay.
And till the start of my next rounds, I know the location of Celestial Fiend or Undead within 60 feet that does not have total cover.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to say you know where he is, but I'm not going to ping where he is because it will tell the other two players where he is. There's no way for me to show you exactly.
We could all close our eyes.
I am going to move, however, even
Okay.
if it takes me into the darkness.
Yep.
To his location.
All right. Then what I'm going to do is put you on the GM layer
That's fine.
because you can't see.
Shit.
You can't see shit. All right. So as far as you know, you're standing right next to him.
Right. But text of opportunity, does that require me to see him?
I think so.
I mean, I would have disadvantage on it if he moved away.
Well, you have to know that he was moving.
Yeah, but I do because until the start of my next round.
Right. All right. Yeah, it would be with disadvantage, but yeah, if he moves, I'll let you have a attack of opportunity. Okay. And he just says, "Oh, interesting." Vanral.
I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Osric.
Ooh, actually, hold on.
Oh, okay. Yep, going back.
Can I check out the book or anything? That's my action.
You can. It looks the binding, the outer pages of the book look really, really, really old. The paper inside, I mean, not just old, but like damaged old. The pages inside look new. Like someone took the original bindings and tried to put new pages in it. There's only a few pages that are blank. The rest seem to have recently penned and slowly drying blood ink.
Can I attack the book?
You can.
Oh, don't magic items like kill you when they...
They may explode.
I'm just gonna give it the one attack.
All right, go for it. You miss somehow.
All right, I'll make two.
You take a chip out of the desk. Ooh, all right. You connect with the book, and it seems somewhat resistant to your hitting it, even though it does start to chop a little bit. And a voice from the darkness says, "Cease that action now!"
All right, because you said that, I'm gonna give it the offhand.
Okay. All right. Osric.
Well, hearing that changes my.
Oh no.
That's just like a kid. Somebody says, "Don't do that."
Yeah, but in this case, it's our enemy. So let's see.
You place a big red button in a room. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
You know what?
But
I think I'm just going to Ray of Frost on it. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I also have my cannon.
Shit. So it's resisting my attacks. Yeah, you're a safer distance away. This might hurt you.
All right, you shoot a beam of freezing cold at the book, and it seems to freeze up on the edges a little bit, especially the bindings. Vanril, you notice that as you can see the bindings reacting to the cold, it has that same kind of reaction that like flesh does when you shoot cold damage at it.
Ooh.
Oh, like it gets like all goosebumps on it.
Yeah, and it's like the edges kind of blacken a little bit and go numb looking. All right.
I am gonna do. I have my cannon attack it too.
Okay.
Finn
was like, I'm right here!
It probably won't explode.
Probably not.
Probably, maybe.
You'll probably bite.
Probably, maybe not.
You have to make a. Oh yeah, make a ranged spell.
It's a ranged spell attack. Yeah.
This would be a dex save for me, right?
23.
23 is a hit. Okay, you're continuing to pelt it with cold and necrotic damage. And it is shriveling. The binding specifically seems to be taking the most of the damage because it seems to react the way skin does, and it's gross.
7.
Okay. Yeah, I'm monitoring. Vanril, I need you to make a Constitution save as you feel a wave of necromantic energy wash over you.
Ooh.
13. All right. You take 38 points of damage.
Ow.
That's a low roll. Well, there's a couple ones and an 8.
Is that coming from the book?
It came from the blackness.
No.
As the Deathlock attempts to kill you and stop you from messing with his project.
Oh, does Osbright get a turn?
It is Osbright's turn now.
Shoot, I screwed that up.
I can't see him on the tracker anymore, but I guess he is there.
He's there.
I don't see him either.
Osbright's initiative is 1. When you put him on the GM layer, he disappears from the
Oh, that's right.
from the tracker, but he's still there. I can see him. He's just kind of grayed out.
So if I cast a spell that gives off light, would that cancel out magical darkness or no?
I don't believe it does. I think you have to actually like dispel magic the darkness itself.
Oh, okay.
Jamie, it's your turn. You just heard Vanril like squeal in pain as the guy in front of you cast a spell.
Did he move?
Nope. He's still right where he was when you left him.
Well, and I am next to him.
You are.
All right, I'm going to make an attack even though it's at disadvantage.
Yep.
Get him, Osbright.
Come on, baby. Well,
that's a
not
hit.
Bad. That's not
that
bad.
Is still a hit. No.
All right. So I connect, correct?
Yes, you do.
I am going to smite.
Okay.
Is he undead?
Yes, very much.
I'm going to upcast.
Man, I could have filled that whole room.
25 damage? Oh my gosh.
Make a con save.
Ooh. Okay. I got a 13.
Darkness is a concentration.
You're right. You're right. So, thank you for reminding me. Even though it ruins my cool thing. Alright, this spell goes away. And
Cool while it lasted.
You can see now. And there he is.
I mean, I can't see.
But where's Johnny?
Oh, I thought I moved him to the right layer. Did I put him on the map layer?
No, me. You need to move. You need to move me.
No, you're right there.
Oh well, I don't have vision.
Oh, did your darkness get turned off, or your light spell?
Oh, never mind. I got moved away. For whatever reason.
Alright, well that is your turn. You dispelled the darkness. It is Vanral's turn.
Okay.
Well, what about
He looks up. He looks up and he looks beaten down.
He's like, may the risen martyr have mercy on your soul.
What are you doing, Vanral? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna cast magic weapon again. Hold on.
Another bonus action, you said?
Yes.
Okay. And that will do. You rush over as the darkness disappears, and he looks up at you in shock as you come charging through the fairy fire. Suddenly you're illuminated in the light. And then you just jam your rapier into his gut.
Weapon that would have killed fairy fire.
Oh yeah, as you're running through, cinematically as fuck, right?
Right.
You're running through the fairy fire. It's just starting to illuminate you as your weapon flares up with light, and the fairy fire instantly goes away. And he looks up with his eyes wide with shock as you pierce his sternum with the rapier. And there's a concussive blast that knocks you prone but doesn't do damage as he just erupts in a wave of necromancy.
Okay. As soon as that happens,
Yep.
I want to rush over to the sarcophagus.
Yep.
Whatchamacallit.
Yep.
Take out
The
the
coffin?
wooden stake that I got from the
yes!
the Roldez
Care package?
care package.
Yep.
I want to stake the undead.
All right. That will finish the job.
Have some Wagyu beef.
Took me a second. All right. As his body is sort of starting to reform, it looks up in shock and horror as the stake pierces through, and it begins to turn into mist again, but it can't reform here because the stake is in the wrong place, and so the vapor just kind of dissipates into the air around you as a trailing off scream says, "Not like this! Not like this!"
Have steak, the other dark meat, motherfucker.
if I stand on the opposite side of Osprey, I can flank stake him.
That's awesome.
Oh god. All right. Well, you have tied off that loose end and destroyed the supervillain vampire that was not as difficult as Roll20 was on your team. I swear to God.
After all that happens, I want to continue pelting this book with Ray of Frost and have my cannon hit it
from a distance.
You don't want to read it?
I'm saying maybe it has knowledge for you. Maybe
I kind of do actually.
Necromantic.
I've seen Evil Dead. I know how this works. I'm not going to read it.
You keep pelting at it until the pages, even though you're hitting it with cold damage, seem to somehow ignite with like a blue flame, like almost an unholy magical flame, which slowly begins to consume the leather. And as the pages burn away, you see what almost looks like dozens, maybe hundreds of vaguely humanoid shaped vapors floating out of the book, and just a wave, like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, all the ghosts coming out of the ark kind of thing, just oozing out of the book pages as it sears and burns.
The new pages made of skin.
The pages were not, but the binding was. but the binding was old.
Tree skin.
Somebody was trying to remake a book from a previous TSNG. And as the book is finally consumed, the plants that have been growing out of the altar all begin to shrivel and pull inward or dry out and turn to ash and just crumble away, as well as the ones behind you along the walls. Whatever was creating all those massive trees and everything around Darum seems to be drying up. What?
Are there any windows?
Yes. Let's say there are. Why not? It's an interior building. It was dark outside, but peering out, you can see the trees are beginning to retract away. There are 2 treasure chests in the room.
The death of this villain is treasure enough.
Let's see what's in them.
All right. Between the 2 boxes, you find... I should just give you this list.
Somebody else should write it down because Neve is not there.
Even though they are not identified, I'm going to tell you what the stuff is. Besides, I'm just going to make this, I'm just going to link it so you don't have to write anything down because I'm just going to make this available to you in a second.
Right.
But 2,000 gold and 1,500 silver, some old rotted rations and some old rotted rope, a mundane shield. You assume that this is the gear of the 2 prisoners from downstairs.
Oh, okay.
A mundane shield, a mundane greatsword, 2 mundane sets of plate armor.
So we keep
There
it
is
all and don't tell them we found it?
There is an Ioun stone. There is a wand, which may not have been from them, you don't know. There is a ring. There is a set of bracers. There is a quiver. There is a book. There is a harp. There is a rod. There is a cloak. And there is a sword. And the sword has all the markings of a Holy Avenger. With one caveat, it is consecrated to a god that no longer exists. So there may have to be quests involved to reactivate its Holy Avengeriness.
Would those guys have caught up with us?
Yes, by this point, as you're pulling things out, and I'm just going to make this list available so you can see what the actual items are.
I'm kind of curious on what the other paladin makes of the Holy Avenger.
So when she sees it, there's a look. Yeah, well, they're both paladins technically, but she brought it here. When she sees it, she looks at it and she goes, "That was supposed to help me on this mission. But either my faith was not strong enough, or the magic of the sword is not what it once was. That sword once belonged to the last true paladin of Min before her eradication."
Who's Min?
The previous god of good? Before
I know.
Blessed God? Oh, you're asking in character?
I was asking who Min is.
Okay, she will give you a brief religion history lesson. That was something I forgot to do in my opening cutscene. I was going to have Lady Live make some snide comment about how the true gods are all dead. The imposters that have taken their roles are nothing more than glorified prayer made flesh. Like she has no respect for the current batch. And I completely forgot that because I'm like free-forming the cutscenes. But canonically, for purposes of this game, I don't remember if Jack's Paladin had a Holy Avenger, but he did now. Because this is Lanier's former sword in my canonical storytelling. And she says, I'm you can have it. If you can figure out a way to reawaken its powers, it's yours. I just want to go back to Roldez and leave this life behind. And Hux is kind of broken. We're on the Pact Keeper?
Yeah.
It's basically a Wand of the War Mage for Warlocks.
Oh.
Now, as far as continuing, we're going to wait till next week to do the roleplay wrap-up. So we can stop here, because there's obviously going to be conversations to be had, comedic moments back in Roldez. Psychic Fish has to perform, things like that.
Right.
But you can stop the